What up, what up, what up? This your boy Maserati Pez kicking off another episode of Let's Talk About It, man, a different conversation. You know, we like to start it off with common sense, facts, and reality. I like to reiterate myself when I say that, just to run it back one more time. Common sense, facts, and reality. You know, I believe those are three things that'll get you through life the easiest way. But today we got a real subject today. We got a real topic. I think the people gonna rock with it. I think it's something that need to be heard and need to be addressed, and that's letting go of your past and letting go of the people that won't let go of your past. You ever like notice how people like to keep your past on you? I mean, it can be from like years ago, right? And I think everybody, I'm pretty sure that everybody experienced this. Uh, you could have made a mistake. You could have had a flaw. It could be something that you did, something natural or whatever. And people, the people that you think too, that around that's kind of like around you, it could be your family, your friends, or whoever. They find that hard to do. They find it hard to let go of your past, even though you've moved on, you've moved forward, you've changed as a person. And a lot of times, the people around you, um, a lot of times, don't want to see that change in you. And so this today's topic is all about letting go of your past and letting go of the people that will not let go of your past. I'm a family man. I love my whole family. From the Terrys to the Norths to the Reeses to the Mitchells. I mean, I'm just a family guy. I love my family. I love being around my family. I always have been like that ever since I was an adolescent. And but all families are not like that, and all people are not like that. Some family members, some homeboys, some homegirls, even significant others, they you can love them, but they'll still hate to see you grow in life. You get what I'm saying? And you know, each person reached that time in life where they start to grow and start to evolve at different times. And just because you're on that time in that moment, the people around you might not be on that time at that moment, and y'all might just can't grow. Y'all might just can't grow together. But this the problem. This the issue. When you do, when you do find yourself growing, when you do find yourself changing for the better, are you surrounded by people that don't want to see it? Are you surrounded by people that don't want to see your growth, don't want to see your expansion? You know how some people, you can be around, you can hear a conversation, and you can speak highly of someone. Like, hey man, I seen so and so, man, they doing good. And and then another person could be like, oh man, you know them people whoop 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 whoop. And then you'll be sitting there thinking like dang, you talking about it's 2025, you talking about something that person did in 1989, 1992, 1994. You know, Biggie and Tupac still alive around that time. Like you talking about like 30 years ago, right? And then you sit back and you notice that like, man, like why you don't want to see that person grow? Hate, envy, jealousy, or just that person not growing themselves and hate to see another person grow. And you have to be careful with the people that's around you because 9 times out of 10, like I always say, you don't talk to strangers. You hold conversations with the people that's around you, your friends, your family members, and stuff like that. But you got to be real careful when you're in that space of growing. And I noticed for the community, for the black community, for the culture, a lot of people are trying to grow. A lot of people are trying to grow in the community, in the black community. But one thing that I do notice that a lot of people can't grow because they're surrounded. They're surrounded by people that don't want to see them grow. You have to let go of those type people. You have to let go of your past. And it's cool. It's cool to bring up your past if you're bringing it up in a positive way. It's two ways you can bring up your past. When speaking on somebody, you can acknowledge the accomplishment. You can acknowledge where they were and where they're at now. And that's bringing up the past in a positive way. So take for example, if I say, man, I remember when so and so was like this, and now I'm so proud of so and so because he's like that, then I'm acknowledging his past, but I'm also acknowledging his present day and time and how far he's came. Now, if I say, man, so and so think he this or that, man, I remember when he wasn't nothing but this and that. I'm acknowledging the same thing, the past and the present, but now I'm acknowledging it in a negatively way, in a derogatory way. You have to be careful with people who acknowledge where you were and where you at, because there's two ways they can do it. They can do it in a negative way, and they can do it in a positive way. Me, I'm the type of person I always like to do it in a positive way. I got a friend, right? I won't call his name, but I remember when he was a smoker. He was a smoker, but he was always cool. And years ago, he was a smoker, and then I was working at this specific place, and this person was working there, and I was real proud of him. And I'm like, man, it's good. You working, man. You ain't in the streets no more. I'm loving it, you know. And so years go by. I'm at a detail shop. I'm at one stop Gula and Chauncey. I'm getting my car detailed, and I pull up in my Mercedes Benz. Mind you know, this person used to be a smoker. Used to be in the streets smoking. And I pull up in my Mercedes Benz, and I see another Mercedes Benz, a clean Mercedes Benz. I'm checking it out, blue with the cream interior. I'm like, man, this ain't nasty. And who comes out the door? He came out the door, and I said, man, this your car, man? It's you. And he told me about the car and did a little something, man. And I was real proud of him. And I just talked to the guy yesterday, and to see where he came from to where he at now is truly a blessing. And I'm very grateful that that we cool and we share our stories and stuff like that. But the point of what I'm saying is I can bring up his past and acknowledge where he is today in an upstanding way. You got to be careful for the people that will say, oh man, you in that Mercedes Benz, oh man, you probably, man, what you do to get that car? How you get that car? I know you ain't doing it like that. I remember when you used to smoke dope. You got to be careful of those type people. You got to let go of the past and let go of the people that won't let go of your past. Because those people, they'll keep you in bondage. They'll keep you in bondage without you even knowing it. Be careful who you tell your dreams to. Be careful who you tell your vision to, what you want to do in life. Because everybody is not rooting for you. Everybody ain't on your team. Y'all might ride in the same car together. Y'all might kick it at each other's cribs. But that doesn't mean that they want to see you grow. A lot of people are stagnating in life and won't grow, won't prosper because of the people around them. They keeping their past, their mistakes, their wrongdoing, whatever it was, like a cloud over their head. Don't want the sunshine to come in. They just want to keep that cloud over their head. I remember I was in a conversation with somebody, and they brought up something from back in the day. I said, man, that was 25, 32 years ago. That was like literally like 25, 28, 32 years ago. Be careful of the people that always remember the bad and not the good. Because just as easy as it is to remember the bad, same thing with the good. I'm gonna give y'all an example. Say someone brought up something from my past, a mistake that I made growing up trying to figure life out, just like everybody else. And they'll bring up a mistake, and maybe they'll bring up another mistake. But then you sit there and look, and you be like, yeah, you're right. I made that mistake. Yeah, I remember I did that. And then you wait on them. You pause for a minute, you wait on them. And you see if they're going to bring up anything else that they know about. And then they don't. Then you like, hey, you're not. Did you ever hear about when I surprised my mom with that new car for her birthday? Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Oh. Did you hear about when I took all them boys to the NFL game? Oh, yeah, somebody told me about that. Okay. Did you hear about what I did for my grandma? Oh, yeah. Cuz told me about that. Then you have to sit back and be like, oh, so you heard about all the positive things too. But you only remember and bring up the negative things. You have to learn to separate people in life. You can love your family forever. There's nothing wrong with that, because I'll forever love mine. From the Mitchells to Reese's to the North Smith Thompsons, Terry's, all of them. I'm just a family man. I always love my family. But still, yet, you have to learn to separate. Everybody has a place at the table. Everybody, it's only two. One person sit here, one person sit here, other people sit on the side. You know, everybody has a position and a role in life. And when you're growing and when you're elevating and you're moving forward, you're progressing in life, you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful of who you have around you, the company that you keep. Because the things that you've done in your past, it's long gone. You've forgotten about it. You're so proud of yourself because you've become the person you've become. But then you have people around you that will just bring that cloud to try to block out that sunshine in your life. Literally. Family, friends, homies, homegirls, people you work with. You know, God cast Satan onto earth along with the fallen angels. So they're amongst us everywhere. You have to realize the people that you deal with. If you've forgotten about it, if you've moved on and you're making better steps and forward progression in life, then you want to make sure that the people around you are moving in the same direction. To keep that sunshine on you. To keep that sun shining on you. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure of that. Don't be stuck in your past. Your past is your past. Man, I remember when I got caught stealing candy out of Food Line on Highway 27. Because I was going to school selling candy to them white boys for like $5 for a pack of Starburst. And Big B drugs. Rest in peace to my partner Willie Brown, man, Fat Boy. Yeah, I did. I was stealing candy out of Food Line and Big B drugs and going to school selling Starburst for $5 to them white boys. I was like 12, 13 or whatever. That's my past. That's not where I'm at now. I was stealing when I was a young boy. Starburst and Bubblicious to sell to the kids at school. But now as a man, I'm liable to see your grandma or your mom in the grocery store and pay for all her groceries. You see the difference in that, the change in that. From an adolescent stealing, a young boy to sell candy, to becoming a grown man, an upstanding citizen, and liable to see your mom or your grandma in the grocery store, your uncle, and say, that's all you got in your buggy? That's all you getting? Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll take care of it. The growth. The growth. But you have to surround yourself with people that's growing as well to keep you in that right direction. Or stand alone as a man or as a woman. Don't let your past define you. Don't let your past define you. And don't let people consistently and constantly remind you of where you were and not recognizing where you are today. And man, that's all I gotta say really for y'all. Like, real talk. Pay attention to that. Keep your eyes open for it. You know, it's Let's Talk About It, a different conversation with your boy Maserati Perez. We focus on common sense, facts, and reality. Common sense, facts, and reality. I'm gonna keep dropping these videos, I'm gonna keep dropping the episodes, and we're gonna keep talking about this real spill. And for anybody that's listening, for anybody that's paying attention, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll keep dropping these videos. We'll keep having an in-depth conversation about what's really going on, what's really need to be talked about. And you know, we're gonna get into some politics and all this stuff too. But for now, we're gonna talk about what the people need to hear. The community, our culture. We're trying to bring it back how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm signing off, Maserati Perez. Let's talk about it. A different conversation. Holla at your boy. For sure.